We are here with part 2 of Fright Night, episode 2 of 2025. I am sharing out the broadcast, and our guest should be back on here. I invited him. We should be good. And the first part is still on here. Are you with us?
You hear me now?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. You
Yeah.
muted out.
I think a phone call came through and it muted the thing or something.
Yeah, I get that when calls come through during a live or something, like a Facebook call, it makes things weird. Messenger and Facebook are whack. One day I do hope to get StreamYard. I don't know if you've heard of that. That's what I'm going to try to work for, so I can actually get more people on the screen at one time. I could have 20 people. It'll be a great one day when I actually get enough to be able to do it. But for now, my phone is the only thing I have.
That's cool, man. Yeah.
But the first part is saved. That part was
Okay, cool.
saved. I saved it. So we were literally about to talk about the Mighty because that part got deleted the first time.
Okay, cool. So the concept of the Mighty had been Mighty since 2K16, and I was just playing on the game myself. Like I said, I had no idea about the whole EFED situation. Met up with Archie Red and put him on DKA. He wasn't who he is now. He was just more of a carny, like a joke type character, just trying to make an impact or look crazy to kind of get booked. And
Yeah.
so I kind of got settled in there because when I first got into DK, I was in the tag team, the Sheldon Warriors. Shout out to Sheldon King, Deron Butler. We was
Okay.
in the tag team, whatever. We ended up splitting up, and that's when I turned heel or whatever. So I think I did most of my best work as a heel. And, like I said, it took suggestions from Gerald Williams, Ali Bryant, Tyler Connor, Cedric Walls, Danny. I can't pronounce his last name, and even Archie Red, just helping me come up with the concept of the Mighty. That's not nothing I did on my own. It was a bunch of suggestions that was thrown at me, and
Yeah.
just advice and avenues to go, and not trying to overdo it to where I'm just doing everything and trying to do all this. And I feel like it worked out for me because I was a one-time champion there. I was a tag champion and I was a pro champion there. So I feel like I did what I need to do there. And I also have two other claws, Chaotic, which I created for another EFED, TSW. That kind of fell through, so I brought him to IWA. And I have a claw named Basham that's in AOWE. He's doing well over there. That's B Moore's brand. So I have three claws in total, and then I have my wife's claw, which is Mona C, and she's the women's Swiss champion in IWA. She went on a hiatus, and she's also a two-time women's champion in DTK as well. But yeah, she's been doing her thing too. Yeah, like I said, it's all new, but it's fun though. I'm trying to make the best of it and not take it too serious like I used to. Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. It's one of the things where you got to remember to have fun, and that's what I've
Speaking
been doing.
speaking of having fun, did you have any fun rivalries that you would say, memorable rivalries, like with the Mighty?
Oh yeah. I can say one with Chambers, who is B Moore. Me and
Okay.
him had we had a real good feud where we was feuding over my vest because I wear a vest to the ring.
Yeah.
So
You cut out again, sir. You cut out again. You cut out again. I don't know. It just went quiet again. I don't know, sir. You want to try coming? You want to try leaving and coming back? You want to try leaving and coming back? Let's try that. Like you you leave the call and then I can add you back in, if that makes sense. Nothing. I Okay, I'm gonna try to remove you and bring you back. Hold on. Stay tuned. Change to move. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We are having some technical difficulties, and it happens. Technology is not everybody's friend. And he should be back. He is coming back, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know why people just can't be great.
Yeah,
Now, yeah, now everybody want to call me out the blue now.
facts, man. Is that what happened again? The call, so it
Yeah, I
seems to
got
be
no.
working. So
Yeah.
basically, all I have to do is, if that happens again, I'll just remove you and I'll just bring you back.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
So,
best I could say. I understand freaking Messenger, especially
yeah.
Facebook. It's always crack. But you saying that Chambers and you as the mighty.
Yeah.
You thought that was a
I
fun
had a.
rivalry of the vets.
Oh yeah. So basically, what happened was, it was just one of those things where me and him both recently had joined the heavyweight division, whatever, and
Yeah.
just trying to make a name for ourselves, whatever. And I think he had just joined the Headhunters, whatever. And I had just left Shaolin Warriors, so we was like going back and forth, whatever. And he ended up beating me or whatever, and then taking my vest. So he would wear my vest to the ring for our matches or whatever. And he ended up like turning the vest different color, then turn the vest into like a chain, I believe, or something like that. But that probably one of my that was one of the two good feuds I had. I also had another feud with VJ. I don't know if you familiar with him.
VJ.
Yeah, VJ Ewing.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ewing. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah. Me and him had a real good chemistry, like good matches all the way around. Like me and him, like we redoing the feud now in IWA because we didn't really do much. Well, we did a lot in DTK, but me and him always were good rivals, like real good rivals. So we always had like decent matches. And
Yeah.
we recently just had one where I think he tapped me out. But yeah, we always put on good matches. Like me, VJ, and me and B More, we always have good matches. Now, future feuds, as far as who I would like to mix it up with, these are people I never really got to fight much. Well, I didn't fight him at all. Is Daryl Williams and Wildman. Those are two that I've been wanting to get in the ring with. I just recently got into the ring with Fuck Norris. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Yeah, from
Yeah,
AOWE.
yeah, he got a fluke count out win over me. Yeah, but yeah, me and him had talked a lot of noise in DTK, and we never really touched each other. Then we finally did. It was a good hype match or whatever, just to kind of see where we kind of kind of feeling each other out. It wasn't bad though. It was pretty cool. But yeah, that's one of the ones I enjoyed. Like me and him going back for. I enjoy him. I also just recently did a few with Big Bad Baby Daddy.
Big Bad
Yeah,
Baby Daddy.
when we
Is
started.
that BBBD?
Yes.
Okay, that
We
makes.
first got IWA started, me and him kind of kicked off like a little feud for his singles run, and that kind of I'm not saying that I'm the reason why he's at where he's at, because if you've seen any of his work, you know that guy don't need no help with nothing he's doing. Like he got it down pat, and just to see him and Fuck Norris as world champions now is like it's real rewarding to me, because you always seen the potential, and to kind of see them both like in those roles. Even B More was a champion over here in IWA too. Just to see them in those roles is very rewarding as somebody who would watch them back in DTK. And I'm one of those people where I don't mind seeing other people win, because it's bigger than me. One man ain't bigger than the show. So to sit and watch other people kind of get they shine. I love that stuff. I really do love it. I like seeing other people shine because it don't always have to be about you. And that's like I said, there's no shade to nobody. But yeah, it's cool watching and just seeing how it's done.
Oh yeah, that was always good to hear. And like you said, it's all about having fun.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you have had a lot of fun.
Oh,
And speaking of fun robberies, what about with Basham? Anybody from?
Basham, I can't even remember the guy's name in ALWE. Uh, but I know he got something going in ALWE. As far as IWA, he had recently had a feud with JCJ, which is a claw of Ali Bryant, and they had a decent, somewhat decent feud. And then I did a lethal lottery tag team tournament, and they made it to the semifinals because we was just
Oh,
yeah. So to know that they had their rivalry and then they made good tag team partners and almost won the damn thing was pretty cool too.
that was the
So
lethal lottery. You never know who would
Basham is
win.
like slowly making a name for himself in IWA. He more, excuse me, he more on the sidelines than anything because he has obligations in ALWE. So I try not to feature him as much, but he is a good character. I do like what he became because he was kind of a unknown and he's more of the character he becoming now is like I wouldn't say a playboy, but he's more of a narcissist, if I'm saying that right. Yeah,
A narcissist?
yeah, narcissist. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Must get the heat.
Uh, something like that. I don't know how. I don't. I'm still like debating on what kind of character he can be. So he's still like a work in progress.
Ah, so there's still some more mystery for him to be solved going on.
Yeah. He not all the way where he can be at.
Okay.
Still working on it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I can't wait to see what you come up with for him.
Yeah, no.
What about robberies for Chaotic?
So Chaotic is recently become a member of Hostility.
Oh,
I don't know if you're familiar with that
I've
that
heard the
faction.
name.
Yeah. So when he left TSW, because it was a storyline in place for Chaotic. He was gonna form a team with a partner he brought in. It was gonna be called Keon King, and their name was gonna be Chaos, and they was gonna feud with Hostility or whatever. Plans fell through with that, so insert IWA. Uh, I really didn't have no direction for Chaotic. I was gonna kind of kill him off, but then I don't know if I made the suggestion or it was brought to me to just put him in Hostility, and that worked out a lot because it kind of gave him more character and more direction on what he needs to be. So as far as feud wise, uh, I know we're currently doing a storyline now where we all kind of feuding amongst each other, and I'm kind of like neutral to it all right now because
Mm-hmm.
Ghost Airways, I believe he just come over and he's a part of Hostility as well. So I think it's 5 of us in total. So I'm kind of like just being neutral right now, like playing both sides of it. So I'm just getting my feet wet with that. I know I had recently challenged as Chaotic. I recently challenged Daryl Williams to a match for his U.S. title, so that match will be coming soon as well too.
Oh, you hear that, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen? Big match coming. Ready for that?
Oh
I'm ready to see that. Freaking.
yeah.
What about?
Hopefully, go
Hmm?
ahead.
No,
No,
what
go
were
ahead.
you gonna say? I was gonna say, what about your wife?
Oh, she's yeah. She had an interesting run. Like her run has been way better than mine. I feel like way
What could
better.
you say?
She well when she came in to DTK right off the bat, she was like I
The
felt like she
top
was in the
star
main. Yeah,
ran the
just
women's division.
yeah, straight up just right in there. And what's crazy is I brought my sister there too, and she became a champion. So I feel like my sister and my wife had real good runs in DTKA. Shout out to DTKA for that. Like,
Did they
they
have a rivalry themselves?
no, they never did touch each other. That's the thing.
Oh,
Yeah, they would talk to each other and cut promos with each other, but they never touched each other. I don't
oh,
know if it was ever leaning that way, but they never did touch each other.
kind of like little
Yeah,
seeds being planted
yeah,
here and
yeah,
there.
yeah, in a sense. But I know my wife, if I would say a rivalry, it would be with Jackie Tyson. Her and Jackie Tyson would always mix it up somewhat. And they've been recently mixing it up over here, where I had a fatal four-way to crown the first Twitch champion. And my wife kind of snuck in and took it from Jackie, hit her in the back of the head with a chair, and ended up getting a belt like that. So, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh, gotta love the intensity,
Yeah.
and you gotta love the build up for the story.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So I need to. Well, I just actually did find out who my wife's next opponent is gonna be. Becca Edwards, which is Ghost Edwards' wife. So she'll be
Hmm.
the next challenger.
I've seen Becca, and I've heard about
Yeah,
Becca.
she is cold. She is cold blooded.
She's just like Ghost Edwards, man.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, he is some serious too. He is a real good character.
Used to
He is
own
real.
EPW.
Oh yeah. I'm actually using one of his sets to do the women's show I'm doing. The Eclipse Arena. I'm gonna use that to do the women's show.
Wow. Oh. Mm. I like that. I like
Oh,
that. I think the people will like that too. Do you have plans for like? Do you want to give us any insight to like what the next show that you have planned
oh yeah.
coming up? Like anything big? Like any big matches? Anything you want to give us to?
Oh yeah. So I just recently created the Global Heritage Championship. So
Oh, I like that.
it was gonna be an 8-man type situation, but I'm thinking about doing a 10-man type. Well, no, actually, I was thinking about just doing a one-on-one type situation, and Ghost
Okay.
Edwards was gonna be one of the guys in the match because he's one of the ones where he has a strong presence about himself. And so the basis of that championship I created, the Global Heritage Championship, is that belt can only be defended in a 2 out of 3 falls match. So basically, like 3 rounds. So the way I want it to work, I need and it's not discrediting nobody else on the roster. I need somebody of his standard to kind of get the ball rolling with that, to kind of put that belt like where it needs to be. And I know he's the guy that can do that. Just like when I had the Do or Die Championship, the way that Wild Man and Scott Wayne held it and kind of made that belt what it was. And like even when VJ held the U.S. title, the way he held it and kind of made it what it was, to where everybody wanted to beat VJ for that belt to make it the U.S. title again, because he had changed the name and made the Puerto Rican Championship. So it was a lot of people wanting to beat him to change the name back. So it's just trying to get everything in motion and get the champions crown to kind of set the foundation for what we can do going forward, and just getting everybody excited about the future.
When you say that you recently brought in the Global Heritage title, I know I should have asked you this sooner, but what is the Global Heritage title? Can you tell us what is like that title's like meaning? Like, is there like a reason for it being called that? What is the reason for it being brought into your company exactly?
So,
Like being made?
so me personally, I've always been a fan of the Heritage Cup in NXT,
Okay,
and
okay.
the rounds type of match or whatever like that, to where if it's 3 different falls, it shouldn't be no discrepancies on who won and who lost, because it's 3 different matches, or maybe even 2 if you win 2 straight falls. So it's just the fact of it can really be no complaints. Either you win or you lose. And what I'm thinking about doing too with that match and that concept, I'm thinking about taking the whole count out off too, because I don't want a match to be won or lost off of a count out. So I'm thinking about
Agreed.
taking that off too, so the match can run better without having to worry about a count out victory and somebody winning the match off of that. I want it to be 3 straight falls or 2 if you win back to back. But I've always been like a fan of the, like I said, the Heritage Cup. So that's basically how that idea came up. And it has a unique design to it as well.
Okay. Do you have a description of design you could tell us? I don't know if you have any pictures at
Yeah,
all.
I do. So the the design, the side plate has 4 different side plates on each side, and it has like different logos of different companies and different logos and stuff like that to kind of represent what we're trying to do. Even with I think I guess you can call it similar. Like it's a mix between the North American Championship and the Heritage Cup. It's like a combination of both. But I want that match to be like, you know how Ring of Honor has the Pure Championship.
Yeah.
I want it to be a match where it's like no cheating, no nothing. It's straight up wrestling match all through the falls in a sense like that. So it's just I want to establish that type of title because I think every title we have a meaning behind it, and I don't want all the titles to have like the same meaning behind them. I need them to mean something else to like whoever carrying it. I don't
So
want
whoever's
all the
carrying it is
titles
what it's.
like yeah. I don't want all the titles to run behind each other and they all just like the same thing. Because I wouldn't even call it a mid card title. Like I don't like looking at it like that because nobody's in the company is mid level. So I don't want to say, oh, you a mid carder or nothing like that. Like we all here showcasing our talents. So that don't make you a mid card because you holding that title and then somebody has the world title. It don't make you no less than he is. Because at any given moment, if y'all was to have a match, you could possibly beat him.
I'll say. I'll say. And I look forward to seeing what that's going to be like when it actually gets produced up the Global Heritage Championship. I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
And what? So I'm assuming that your world title is the world title, not undisputed or anything. Does it have like a special name?
Well, so we got one that's the IWA Championship, and then you got one that's the IW World Championship.
Okay, so kind of like a WWE
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. I was gonna put heavyweight in there, but then I don't want it to be to where you have to be a heavyweight to challenge for it, and just throwing that in there does really nothing for nobody.
Yes.
That's that's just like you calling the women's championship the women's championship. Like we know that you
Yeah.
shouldn't have to just keep telling people. Yeah, so yeah. And our 2 champions is Ali Bryant, which is he's on the Dogfight show. He's their champion as the IWA champion. Then I have Fuck Norris on my show, Fully Loaded. He's the IWA World Champion, and they both in their first reigns as well. They won them both the same night.
Wow. Incredible.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they can do too. I'm really excited for both of them. Like that was a long time coming for both of them.
And do you also have 2 big championships for the women? Yes.
Yes, I have the women's championship. Who's the champion is Charlie Williams, Daryl Williams' daughter, and then my wife is the Twitch women's champion.
Oh.
I'm thinking about introducing some women tag team titles, but I need the roster to kind of grow a little bit more to pull that off because I don't want to make them just to be making them. So I'm trying to start slow with that to kind of get my feet wet and see how I want to do that.
Okay. Okay. I look forward to that.
Oh,
Any what other titles do you have in the IWA?
we have 2 sets of tag team titles. We have the IWA US tag team titles, which are held by Wildman and Shockwave. they are the inaugural champions. They won Lethal Lottery Tag Team Tournament to win those titles, and they've been kicking ass like defending the belts. Then we have the IWA Tag Team Championships, which are held by Hustle and Money. They are the first champions, but they lost the belts and then they won them back. So they're in their second reign. And then we have the Do or Die Championship, which is held by Bo Logan. And then we have the U.S. Peer Championship, that's held by Darrell Williams. And then VJ holds the next Top Dog Championship. It's basically like Money in the Bank. He can cash in on any champion.
Ooh.
Yeah. Then we have the King of the Ring Championship. That belt is only defended every 4 months in the King of the Ring tournament, and the champion is allowed to run in a tournament. So, in order for him to lose that crown, he would have to lose the match. So basically, he will be defending his crown, and that's like whoever wins that tournament, they will be allowed to defend their crown. It won't be we just gonna crown another one and just start another tournament. The champion will be able to defend his crown, and that's every 4 months. And the next Top Dog is every 3 months. So we in our last month for the males. So VJ would have a month to cash in, and then after he cashes in, it'll go to the women, and then they'll have 3 months to do they cash in. Then after they 3 months is up, it'll go back to the men.
Yeah.
So that way it's
Yeah.
sounding like not two people walking around. Oh, I can cash in. You got just one person who's the next top dog, because two people can't be the next top dog. It can only really be just one. And then Darrell Williams just introduced the Intercontinental Championship for Dogfight.
Ooh.
And speaking of that, we do have three different shows. We have Dogfight, which is going to be produced by Darrell Williams. Then I have my show, which is Fully Loaded, that I'll run. And then I also run Eclipse, probably on Saturday. That's going to be a women's show, but I might integrate some of the other talent in that's not really being utilized to kind of give everybody TV time.
You give out equal opportunities.
Equal opportunity, so everybody's being booked.
Cool.
But that's pretty much it. Like, we just, like I said, we just getting started, and like I said, shout out to all the other companies that's helping me as well as the others. Dragon Pro, AOWE, XWF, and shout out to DTK too, because like I said, without DTK, I wouldn't be even doing this. So I can't say, or I can't skip out and not say that. So yeah.
No, and I think everybody appreciates you coming on here and getting to know who you are. And we hope to have you on more in the future because I actually do want to get some of you guys in here on one call, especially ones that work together, and get your guys' mind, like one time maybe go over like a card together, make our predictions on a card of how we feel or something. Like I would love to do something like I do want to expand this more from not just interviews to like a prediction show to like do different kinds of things. Like I said, eventually I want to get StreamYard so I could get more and more of you on here. But like the most I can have is 3 of you on at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know this is just a suggestion, and he don't have to do it if he don't want to, but I would love for you to interview both of the champions, Fuck Norris and Ali Bryant. Like those dudes, man, I can't say enough about those two. Like I'm really proud of both of them. And if Darrell Williams is up to doing it too, I would like for you to interview him too. But like I say, man, I can't say enough about not my roster, but our roster. All great guys. They all have stories, and like I can't tell their stories. Only they can. And like I said, if you want to interview anybody, you more than welcome to ask. I'm not gonna tell you not. Don't be in there trying to ask. Go for it. And if they want to talk to you, it's all good with me. I'm down for it.
If you have anybody that wants to come my way, or if they want to come my way, I'm in your chat. They could always ask me up freaking Also, if you ever need me to get two guys together in a call, like to do like a face to face, say that there's like a big match you want and you want two people in here, I could do that too. I do face to faces
Oh,
here and there too. Yeah, I try to not just do
yeah.
it for one company. I do it for multiples because I work in so many. So basically, I make this public. So basically, people on your side of Facebook will see this. People on my Facebook will see this, and whoever else like that they share it to. So
Okay.
basically, yeah, like
Yeah, so
however you want it.
that I will have you do that because I actually got some I'm planning out to where I want that to be the case. So yeah, I appreciate you on that one.
Of course, always happy to help. And Mr. Edwards would like an interview at some point, and I'm willing to book him in as well. I have
Oh
plenty of spot
yeah,
rooms
man.
open.
That
I have some
that dude
interviews
is
coming up in the future.
yeah, that guy's the guy saying he really is the guy saying, man. Very helpful, always willing to help and taking the initiative. I can't say enough about him as well. Great guy. Happy to have
Very
him.
good. Exactly. And we are happy to have you and on here, and happy to hear what you have done and freaking everything as a whole. Really, like, thank
I
you.
appreciate it, man.
I have one more, one more
Okay.
big question, one more big question for you. What do you want your legacy to be?
Uh, you talking about like as a content creator
Like,
or just
just in general, like, what do you want what do you want your legacy to be left after this? Like, what do you want it to be left? Like, what do you want it to be remembered for? Like, what do you want to like going forward, like when you're gone?
just be the guy who took a chance and just help people where other people, I guess, and it's like I said, it's no shade to nobody because everybody runs how they want to run, and that's nothing against nobody. Personalities clash, but I just want to be the guy that created something that everybody uh, can be a part of, and it's not just all on me because
Yeah,
that can be a lot to be on one person. So
yeah,
just being a guy that just helped and help people figure out who they need to be and want to be, and just be helpful. Really, I just want to be known for being helpful and listening. So that's about it, and being well respected as well.
respect,
'Cause,
man.
respect goes a long way.
It really does. And out there in the seafed, you find those that
Very
understand certain concepts, but then there's some that don't. And
yeah.
everybody's different. Not everybody's going to be
Everybody's
always
different. You can't
agreeable.
get mad at that because we're not supposed to be the
Exactly.
same.
Exactly.
So yeah, you can't get mad at nobody for being different.
Exactly.
We're not supposed to be the same. Everything is not supposed to be ran exactly the same because they might have something that they do that the other person don't. So to get mad at that and say, "Oh, he do it like this," everybody's different. If you
Exactly.
can't accept them for that, you don't have to watch. You don't have to be a part of it. But they doing what they got to do for them, and you can't get mad at that.
Well said, my friend. Well said. Well, that was really the interview for today, good sir.
Oh,
For now, and we hope to have you on here for more. And I'll be in your chats, and I'll be doing any interview that you want me to, and I'll be doing what I can to help out.
all right. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Anytime. You have yourself a good day, sir.
You too.
Mr. Edwards, whenever you would like to do that interview, sir, let me know. We could probably fit you in today if you wanted. Like, heck, I can make in this one and we can get your own ready. Freaking, or we can do it sometime this week. Freaking, I would love to get you on, man. But yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for showing up for another episode of Fright Night. See you again